Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now. This may be a bit of a lengthy discussion. We've got a lot to get into, guys. A lot to get into. We have yet another recall, and then we have a recall that is expanding again, pretty much to the T of when we said it would. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope everybody's having a decent weekend. Just had some updates on some of these recalls that we needed to go over. It does look like Costco is recalling nearly 80,000 pounds of butter because of an allergen. It's interesting here because now we've seen over the last month or so many different mislabels and so many different products that haven't included allergens. In a world where many people have different allergens, these things have to be put on there. I know we were just talking about the International Delight Coffee Creamer, the one where they had the recall on that, where it said 0 sugar. Now it was a peppermint. It was specifically a peppermint one. So if you didn't catch that video, there were a lot of those that were on recall. They said 0 sugar, but they had sugar in them, which would propose quite a problem for diabetics or people who just don't want sugar in their coffee creamer. But anyway, moving on to Costco here. We're reading a little bit from Food and Wine website, one website that I frequent. I love the Food and Wine website. Always good ideas on different foods and drinks and different cooking things and, news on restaurants and recalls and stuff like this. They go on to say, let's see, nearly 80,000 pounds of butter sold at Costco were just recalled. If you've purchased any butter from Costco lately, then it's time to check your fridge. In early October, the FDA sent out an initial recall on Kirkland Signature butter produced by Continental Dairy Facility Southwest LLC. The recall is for 79,200 pounds of butter due to an undeclared allergen. According to the FDA, the packages of both salted and unsalted Kirkland Signature Sweet Cream Butter, that's a popular one. We get a lot of comments on that one on the channel. So make sure if you buy this, or if you have recently, make sure you check to see if if yours is involved. We're going to go over the product numbers. They have them in here. Another reason why I like Food and Wine, they kind of break it all down. But it does include both the salted and unsalted Kirkland Signature Sweet Cream Butter. List cream as an ingredient. So it lists cream as an ingredient, but may not contain the, quote, contains milk allergy. Okay? The statement visible on the packaging. Okay, and apparently, I guess, you have to put all that stuff on the packaging now. On November 7th, the FDA classified the recall as a Class 2, which means it is, quote, a situation in which use of or exposure to a volatile product may cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health consequences, or where the probability of serious adverse health consequences is remote, end quote. The recalled products, which were both produced and distributed in Texas, includes 1,300 cases, parentheses, amounting to about 46,800 pounds of Kirkland Signature unsalted sweet cream butter, and 900 cases amounting to 32,400 pounds of Kirkland Signature salted sweet cream butter. The salted one. The products all come by with, quote, Best Buy, end quote, dates between February 22nd, 2025 and March 29th, 2025. So the dates are between February 22nd, 2025 and March 29th, 2025. Let's see here. As the Centers for Disease Control noted, milk is one of the main foods that, quote, account for most serious allergic reactions in the United States, end quote. Quote, the symptoms and severity of allergic reactions to food can be different between individuals and can also be different for one person over time, the CDC added. Let's see. Though the FDA has not put out information on what to do if you have purchased these recalled items, nor has it shared if there have been any illnesses or adverse reactions from consuming the product, the usual course of action is to either discard them or return them to your place of purchase just in case. Costco is very good about returns. I'm sure probably most of you have gotten maybe a phone call. Costco, if they know that you have purchased this, they will literally call you on the phone and let you know there was a recall. But I wouldn't trust that. I would make sure that you check. We're about to go over the different codes that you will need to know to see if your product is affected. So these are the Kirkland Signature unsalted sweet cream butter. The 1 pound packages of 4-ounce sticks. So yeah, it's the 1 pound packages of 4-ounce sticks. UPC code is 96619-38496. And then there's 4 different ones on here. Lot number 2424091 with a best by date of February 22nd, 2025. Lot number 2424111. Wait a minute. Sorry. Lot number this is for the second one. 2424111. 3 ones. Best by date February 23rd, 2025. Lot number 2426891. Best by date March 22nd, 2025. And then finally for that one, lot number 2426991. Best by date of March 23rd, 2025. Excuse me. And now we have the Kirkland Signature Salted Sweet Cream Butter. The 1 pound packages of 4-ounce sticks. UPC code 96619-38488. And then there's 2 of them on here. Lot number 2424191 with a best by date of February 23rd, 2025. And then a lot number 2427591 with a expiration or best by date of March 29th, 2025. So if those are the ones that you have in your fridge, you want to make sure that you take them back, get your money back. And so you may not have an allergen to that, right? And I'm not going to say keep it, right? But if I don't know, something that's mislabeled like that, I don't know how much trust I really put in that product to begin with. Now, we've had Kirkland butter before, no problem here, but we don't have an allergen to this stuff. And as to where it is not declared on there, it's still, I assume it's still the same butter, but take that for what you will, okay? And if you have any allergens and if there's reasons why you would get those, you want to make sure that it's safe and maybe look a little more into that, just letting you know that the 80,000 pounds of those have been on recall. That's a massive recall for butter. Okay, now we have an update on this brie cheese that we've been covering over the last week. First, I got to take a little sip of this coffee. It's good stuff. It's good. Now this has to do with some of the brie cheese. We knew this was going to go out a little bit because people were saying that a lot of these cheeses are used in other products besides some of the ones that they sell at like Aldi. We went over some of the different brie cheese that's been on recall for possible listeria. And we want to make sure that, we get this information out here as, it's taken a little while to get this information. It really has. And we're still waiting on that other one we talked about yesterday, which we know that there's something going on, but we don't know what it is or how it is. We just know that there's something going on. It's one of them where they just throw out there and it's like, well, it's like, okay, I guess just keep checking every day. Make sure that, if you're going shopping, you want to make sure that you check these things out. Make sure you let your neighbors, your family and neighbors know. Share our videos with your social media family members. Get the word out there. Let people know, what is going on. I've talked to a couple people. Some people you talk to, it's like they have no idea about some of these things. And it's like, well, it's somebody had asked me, about the whole Walmart thing, a friend of mine. And, they were talking about all this stuff being missing at Walmart. Well, a lot of those shortages have to do with the Bruce Pack recall for listeria. That's 11.8 million pounds of ready-to-eat meats that are sprinkled in other products, like some of your selective microwave meals or different salads that have, chicken, already cooked chicken. A lot of these, a lot more than I originally knew, that came from Bruce Pack. Okay, so I want to read this here. This is off of Newsweek. An updated soft cheese recall has sparked warnings in 6 states over potential contamination with the dangerous bacteria, Listeria. Packaged, quote, these are the extra packages that are involved. Packaged, quote, autumn turkey sandwich, end quote. Products sold under the Cibus Fresh, which is all capital letters, CIBUS. Capital CIBUS. So, quote, Cibus Fresh, and then, end quote, and then, quote, Jack and Olive, end quote, and Sprig and Sprout, end quote, brand names that were recalled this week due to the inclusion of the Glenview Farms spreadable brie. According to a recall notice posted to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration website on Friday. Earlier this week, a spokesperson for Pennsylvania-based Savencia cheese recall, or Savencia-based, wow, I cannot talk, guys. Okay. Earlier this week, a spokesperson for Pennsylvania-based Savencia Cheese USA told Newsweek that the company expanded a recall to include Glenview Farms spreadable brie after discovering that, quote, processing equipment, end quote, used to make the cheese, quote, may have been contaminated with Listeria, end quote. May have been. The other ones were, right? Or may have been, or they really know how to cover their words in some of these things, and rightfully so, because, it's like you want to make sure that this other product that has just been announced, and there might be more to come. Let's see. Okay, Indiana-based company Cibus, or Kibus, however you say that, CIBUS, Cibus Fresh further expanded the recall to include the packaged sandwiches, which were sold in Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, Ohio, and Tennessee. Consumers who purchased the sandwiches were urged to, quote, dispose of the product and not consume or return it to the place of purchase for a full refund. Get your money back. The following products are included in this recall. The Cibus Fresh Autumn Turkey Sandwich sold in a 9.65-ounce package with the item code 79616. And here's the UPC number, because this could expand out pretty far. Okay, so item code number 79616, UPC number 008100282511915, and expiration dates of November 2nd, 2024 to November 9th, 2024. Then they have the Jack and Olive Autumn Turkey Sandwich sold in a 9.65-ounce package with the item code 79615. With the UPC number 008100282511915. I'll repeat that. It's the Jack and Olive Autumn Turkey Sandwich, UPC number 008100282511915, with expiration dates of November 2nd, 2024 to November 9th, 2024. And then finally, we have the Sprig and Sprout Autumn Turkey Sandwich sold in a 9.65-ounce package with item code 84408, with UPC number 008100282511915. And the expiration dates on that are November 3rd, 2024 to November 9th, 2024. And Cibus Fresh said that no more of its products were affected by this recall, while the company was, quote, working with customers to ensure the impacted product is removed from store shelves and is no longer distributed, end quote. Okay, guys, well, that is our updates for Saturday, November 9th, 2024. The recalls and all of this stuff just continues to get bigger and bigger. At least we're able to get the information that we are as of now. I still have no information on the other E. coli outbreak that they were saying of 33 people that were involved. That was the video that I was talking about that we talked about last night. The FDA is apparently not giving out any information on this. And this was, believe it was either on Food Safety News or Newsweek. I've been reading through so much stuff, but it's just crazy how fast this stuff is coming in. I understand they're still doing research on that, but we need to keep our eyes open about this stuff because it's kind of nerve-wracking when you have all this information, but virtually no information, right? It's like you put all this out here, you say there's something else where we're tracking something of 33 people. You claim you're not giving a state, you're not giving a product, you're not giving anything here. No notice of anything. So, I don't know. We're still waiting for information on that, and I will continue to keep you updated as they come in. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.